There's no doubt that the last few years in Afghanistan have been bloody, and I don't want to get lost in the numbers. I remember when Ashraf Ghani came to power in 2014, and there was so much hope for change in Afghanistan that clearly has not happened. What is going wrong?
Well, the people of Afghanistan simply don't feel safe in their homes, in villages, on the highways, and in major cities. What we have seen is a increased level of violence and brutality that's unprecedented in the last 17 years or so, since the Taliban were toppled from power in 2001 by a US-led invasion. What you also see is that you have all sides upping the ante. You have the American military really going after Daesh and Taliban leadership in terms of bombing Afghan villages and districts, and obviously those are areas populated by civilians. You also have the militant groups launching attacks in those areas in rural Afghanistan or in major cities in Kabul, where they carry out suicide attacks or complex attacks. I think the people of Afghanistan are bearing the brunt of this conflict. I think you have generations who are born into war, and it's such a difficult country to be a woman in Afghanistan. And the number of women who are killed, the number of mothers and sisters, it's never a pleasant country to be a child. You know, you're born into war, you have to really endure a lot of hardships. So the number of those fatalities and casualties also means that people are losing their lives, their breadwinners. You know, you have a bride in the northern province of Kunduz in the last 96 hours. She was hit by a roadside bomb. I mean, we really don't know if she will survive the injuries or not, but she had just got married a week ago. I mean, this is also a country where lives and dreams and futures are shattered in a matter of seconds, and most of the times people are really not on a front line. They're not in a war zone. I mean, they're simply on their way to a hospital, they're simply on their way to a funeral or a wedding. So unfortunately, the picture that the United Nations paint is a real one. It's a very bleak picture. In 2018 does not seem very promising in terms of security and in terms of stability.